Hello guys, my name is Ocl Trejo. I'm going to be talking about Second Chances by Chuck Gallagher. I hope y'all enjoy this video. I'm going to be going over how I hit rock bottom and how I can relate to Chuck Gallagher and some of the quotes he pointed out in the book that really got to me. I hope y'all enjoy this and thank you.
So let's start how I even end up going to community college. It was never in my mind in high school that I would ever think of going to college. My plans were pretty much settled that I was just gonna finish high school and start finding a really good paying job. So let's go to my high school where everything starts. So before we go to the high school where I was raised, I want to start with where I came from. So I was born in Mexico and I was brought to this country when I was a year and a half year old. So I was raised in the countryside pretty much, surrounded by a lot of white Southerners. And when it came to high school and I had to choose a group, I decided to choose the Southern/redneck group because they're the ones that I lived close by and they were my neighbors. I didn't have anybody that was Hispanic in North Lincoln High School. Pretty much it was all white kids that were pretty much rich, or you had Southerners. So when it came to choosing friends, I chose friends that influenced me to use tobacco products, in which caused me to change my lifestyle and become someone that I wasn't, or who I was. So my addiction pretty much started with a couple of friends telling me to try it and some peer pressure and how cool it was to see a Mexican dip. So I decided to do it there. And once I started doing it, it became an addiction. It became something that was cool. As you see these images of these bus, I mostly dipped in the bus. I never did it in school. Sometimes I would. It would be in the bathroom. It would be a quick dip. And then, that's pretty much where it started, and eventually it would lead to the football field, soccer field. None of my soccer teammates knew that I was dipping at the moment, but I'm pretty sure if they found out, they would have given me a lot of crap for it, since most of them were white rich kids, and they found out disgusting, where they found weed more attracting and cool. So obviously I wasn't old enough to buy tobacco, so the owner of Lake Electric Company, his nephew, would actually buy it for me. And he was a really Southern guy, and he was older than me. He was 18, and he would get out of school and buy it in this location right here, and he would give it to me and he would sell it for me for $5. So this images I'm going to show are kids from high school living a retreat. So I personally faced rock bottom when I admitted my addiction to myself in a retreat like this, a spiritual retreat. And I feel like everyone encounters rock bottom at some point in life. Gallagher points out well that we need to be prepared to face complications in life in order to succeed in life. I was really scared to come out with my addiction, and especially tell my parents and friends that I had an addiction with spitless tobacco, or as it's called, dip as well. So it was a time for me to really come out and face the consequences of doing such bad actions.
So for my conclusion, I just want to briefly go over some of the things that Gallagher explained, especially in the book, where he considers it a gift to hit rock bottom. Hitting rock bottom is one of the best things that can happen to you. Your lifestyle can change. You realize all the mistakes and the consequences you have to face, and I find that very important for anyone that hits rock bottom and that's wanting to become a better person, to realize that they need to face the consequences no matter what. In Chuck Gallagher's case, he had to face time in prison, and I learned a lot from his book. All the key points he mentioned in the book were pretty much straight out, warning us readers to avoid those type of situations. So thank you very much, and this concludes the end of the video.